Hi boys and girls, I've brought you to the beach at Lendal Foot. We're going to have a little explore at some seaweed because that is what our lesson today is going to be all about. Come on! So once the tide has been in and gone back out again, what we get left are these brilliant rock pools. And in those rock pools there's a huge selection of wildlife as well as brilliant seaweed that we're learning about. There's lots of big rocks like this one that we can explore, all covered in different types of wildlife, including seaweed. As you can see, the seaweed is actually attached onto the rock. And if you have a look, there's quite a lot of different layers. Also on these rocks, there are barnacles, tiny little creatures that cling on tight to the rocks. Quite often we get these growing on the bottom of boats. So alongside the seaweed, we've also got some limpets, creatures that are sucking hard onto the rock, living happily amongst the limpets and the seaweed. Although they are a type of algae, seaweeds look like plants and they breathe by photosynthesising carbon dioxide to oxygen, just like normal plants do. Seaweeds attach themselves to the sea bottom or some solid structure. They use structures called holdfasts to do this. The holdfasts are like the roots of the plant, although the seaweeds do not take in nutrients through the roots as other normal plants do. There are 3 different types of seaweed: brown, red and green. There are about 1,500 species of brown seaweed, and they are common in cold waters. Brown seaweeds include kelps. Some kelps can grow up to 65 metres long. Brown seaweeds are also used in the food industry to make ice cream smooth, to thicken syrups, or as fillers in candy bars and salad dressings. Some brown seaweed species are also used as a fertiliser, which is a material that helps the crops to grow. Red seaweeds are often found attached to other shore plants. There are about 4,100 species of red seaweeds. Some species, along with animal corals, form coral reefs and islands. Some red seaweed is even used in toothpaste. There are relatively few green seaweeds. Most green algae occur in fresh water. One marine species, commonly called sea lettuce, is extremely rich in iodine as well as vitamins A, B and C. In some coastal areas, sea lettuce is used in salads and soups. So what else makes seaweeds so brilliant? Well, first of all, most of the world's oxygen, around 70%, comes from seaweeds and other microscopic algae. Secondly, seaweeds are amongst the fastest growing organisms on planet Earth. Lots of scientists are interested in seaweeds. They are currently looking into the properties of seaweed in cancer research, and they're also very rich in an antioxidant with age-defying substances within them. All around the world, seaweed is used and harvested as feed and nutritional supplement for commercially farmed animals. While we're here at the beach, boys and girls, I think we should also take time to look at what other wildlife we can see around our very own coastline. Let's have a look. We get cool jellyfish, a whole variety of seabirds, and especially cool, the seals that lounge about the rocks just off the coast of Girvan. Amazing. It's lovely how close we can actually get to these seals without disturbing them at all, with the use of my camera with a very long zoom lens. There appears to be a very tiny seal just on the rock, not far from where I'm standing just now. The cormorants and the seagulls are always happy to see us here at Girvan. They fly in big groups. They like to spend time preening themselves in the water. Aren't they beautiful? They land carefully in the water and fly high in the sky. There are lots of lovely birds in Girvan. Just lovely. A few cool crabs. Bye bye, boys and girls.